Post 10132 and the Auxiliary. They came all the way up from Hope Sound to be with us today, celebrating and honoring our veterans. Thank you for making the trip. We're glad to have you here. Veterans Day is a legacy of loyalty and service. A veteran of the United States is somebody who has served on active duty in the armed forces, public health service, National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Association, or environmental science. They must have earned the character of an honorable character of discharge. And they represent veterans that have served in the past, deceased, and alive today. Check out this group of young patriotic people. They're straight from East Stuart, the Gertrude Walker Child Care Center and pre-K students. Thank you for coming and showing your patriotic pride. I hope they're all having fun this morning. Good morning, and here we have the United States Marine Corps Parade Honor Guard. This is the Lieutenant Corporal Justin J. Wilson Detachment. And walking up on us right now is the VFW Auxiliary Morris K. Langberg, Post 10066 from Jensen Beach. Thank you for coming. We love your red, white, and blue polo shirts. And our next order of marches is the Military Order of the Cooties, Hope Sound and Jensen Beach. Actually, this is the American Legion Post 62. Thank you. Our order is a little out of order today, but it is a fun parade, so it's okay to be out of order. You love it. I love it. Good to see you. And I see multiple generations in the same squad. That's fantastic. Thank you.
126.
VFW, American Legion Post 126 from Jensen, the Auxiliary and Sons. And here, I'm just going to refer to the banners because they seem to be the most accurate. Thank you for coming, VVA Chapter 1041. We are proud of our Vietnam veterans. Thank you for serving and thank you for joining us here today. I can hear ahead of them before they're even in front of me. This is the Treasure Coast Fife and Drum Corps, one of my favorite parade participants each year. They join us for the Memorial Day parade as well. Celebrating the spirit of 1776, Fife and Drum. Walking history ahead of us. Group of women also, and I see them every year at the Memorial Day Parade too. Thank you for joining us. Here we have the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla 59, Stuart. And it looks like they were the National Flotilla of the Year. Congratulations on such a prestigious award. I'm sure it's because of all your hard work. Thank you. Shout out who you are. Here are more members from the Stuart Flotilla. Monthly boating skills courses right there on that side of the car and the QR code. Here in Stuart, right next to the water, boating and skills courses are very important. Life safety is incredibly important to staying fun on the water, having fun on the water. And here is a boat from the Coast Guard Auxiliary Patrol. And I'm glad to see you're wearing your life jacket, sir.
Safety first.
You never know what could happen at a parade. And the people behind me are saying safety first. Thank you. Here are the Jewish War Veterans of America, Post 549, based in Stuart, Florida. Thank you for joining us, and I see multiple generations here as well. That makes me very proud.
Flags, anybody? Anybody else want a flag? Very special flag.
And mental health is incredibly important to everybody in our community, especially veterans. That's why we're happy to see NAMI of the Treasure Coast here, the National Alliance for Mental Health. Thank you for joining us. And we have the Martin County High School Air Force ROTC unit here. For Martin County High School, look how tight and sharp they are. They make Martin County proud. And this must be the Rifle Squadron. Well, let's see what we have here. A beautiful vehicle. And I think that's Jim Riordan. For many years, a volunteer of the Stuart Parade. That is a Jeepster. 1948 Jeepster. Beautiful. Hello. Hey, Jimmy. From the NAACP. Thank you for joining us. We have more members from the NAACP here in the golf cart. What a fantastic shirt. Thank you. Perfect for today. And the Afro-American citizens of East Stuart. East Stuart is a historical neighborhood in Stuart. Right behind us here. We're very lucky to have such a beautiful community. And I think we have the American Legion Riders Post 62. Appears to be our first motorcycle group of the morning. Always making some noise. And here we have the Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club of South Florida. You might see these guys volunteering at various events and organizations across the Treasure Coast. They are committed to serving the community just as they have served the country before. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. And now we have the Reverence Motorcycle Association of Treasure Coast. A proud group of riders, and they'd like you to follow them on Facebook. Make a noise. Thank you so much. Yes. And here we have Representative Toby Oberdorf. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for serving our state. We appreciate it. And this looks like the other high school Junior Air Force ROTC. We have two Air Force ROTC units in Martin County, one at Jensen Beach and one at Martin County High School. They're looking great. I think our next generation is looking solid and proud. Thank you very much. This is Jensen Beach, Air Force ROTC. Hello, Michael May and Marcia Powers. Thank you for your service. Jensen Beach High School, the Falcon Band. Whether school is in or school is out, the Falcons always make it to the Veterans Day Parade. Thank you very much. I've always loved the tuba in a parade. The parade doesn't seem the same without a tuba. And now we have the Honorable Ruth Petruski, our Martin County tax collector. Thank you for your service, Ruth. And earlier this year, Ruth earned the Women Who Rock Award from the Palm City Chamber of Commerce, and she is truly a woman who rocks. And here we have somebody that's proud to say that Pinewood Elementary, 5th graders washed this car. And I actually think that's Ruth's convertible. How beautiful! What year is that beautiful Eldorado? 1967. Check out this beautiful Mustang. What year is this Mustang? 64 and a half. And here we have some delegates from the city of Stuart, it looks like, and the city of Stuart Sailfish Tram.
City manager.
Hello, city manager Mike Mortel and Lindsay Nickerson. Thank you so much for joining us. And the Stuart Tram is free. If you're in downtown and need to park your car and get downtown, take the tram. Hello, and here we have more city commissioners. Let me read off the list. Mayor Campbell Rich, Laura Giobbe from Group 2, Chris Collins from Group 3, Sean Reed from Group 4, and I believe Eula Clark was on that tram from East Stuart. Good morning, and I think this is a runner-up for Miss Florida. And here we have the Women's Club of Stuart. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello. Two World War II veterans with the Women's Club of Stuart. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. And they also brought the younger generation with them, which makes me very proud. Learning early, never to forget. And here are representatives from the Garden Club of Stuart. You'll see as you walk through Memorial Park, there's a memorial there from the Garden Club of Stuart. They've been integral in rededicating the Memorial Park a number of years ago and keeping our city beautiful. And this looks like the Martin County Sheriff's Department. William Snyder is our sheriff. John Budensek will be joining us as our next sheriff. The men and women of the Martin County Sheriff's Department are dedicated to keeping us safe. We see them at all of our community events, and sometimes we don't see them, but we know they're there, taking care of us. Join me in thanking the Martin County Sheriff's Office. And now we have representation from the police department from Sewell's Point. Just down the street and over a bridge. Beautiful community.
Just remember that next time you're behind me. I gave you a big hand.
Martin County is home to 11,214 civilian veterans who served during wartime. This includes 10,750 male veterans and 464 female veterans. This looks like a DeSoto. What year?
48.
1948. Stunning. And Martin County Democrat. I like the sandhill crane on the logo. Very pretty.
Republican, but I'll give you a hand. You guys couldn't need it.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau 2022 Annual Business Survey, veterans owned approximately 5.4% of the country's business with one or more employees and generates more than $922 billion for our economy. There are many veteran-owned businesses in Martin County. Many are in the manufacturing sector, and there are even more nonprofits and associations in Martin County dedicated to serve and help our veterans. That looks like a VW. What year, sir? 73, it's a 1973 thing. That's a beautiful thing.
You got a couple shots?
Happy Veterans Day.
Here we have an impressive vehicle. It looks like a Bel Air. It looks like a modified Bel Air. Honey, I shrunk the car. That's amazing. What year? 1955-ish, right?
What are you doing in the rain?
I'm glad you had your seatbelt on. And it looks like we have the Corvette Club coming up now. The Stuart Corvette Club. Chevy Club. I need to learn the difference between Chevys and Corvettes. This is a Mustang. I can tell a Mustang when I see it. What year? 64. I can tell this is a Chevrolet because it says so on the side. What year? 55. Beautiful. And this is a Caprice. What year? 1966. Stunning. And here's a beautiful, more modern. And coming up is the South Fork High School Bulldog Battalion. Let's go Bulldogs. Brian Mast. Congratulations,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
and thank you for your service.
Thank you. Happy Veterans Day, guys.
Thank you, Brian.
4 more years.
And here we have the Palm Beach A's Club. What year?
31.
29?
29.
I'm feeling like I'm 29 today. Beautiful. What year? 1930. This one's all the way from East Lantana. Looks like it was a police car in its previous life. What year do we have? 1930. And it came over 2 bridges to get here from the Elliott Museum. This looks like a beautiful Chevrolet. I would call this champagne color. What year? 1957. Beautiful. What year do you have?
1934 Dodge.
1934 Dodge. Look at this magnificent vehicle. What year, sir? 145?
46 or 47?
1944. Beautiful. What year? 63? 1963. I don't have this on my list. What do we have? Hello. Looks like a party vehicle for cats. Look at that. Meow. Look at that beautiful Stingray. What year? Pardon me? 69. 1957 Chevy. Thank you. I'd like to thank my friends behind me at the Veterans Day Parade for sharing their vehicular knowledge with me. This looks like a Continental. What year? 61? 65. Hi. 1966. How many feet long is it? 27 feet long? 20 feet long. Thank you, sir.
They don't make colors like that anymore.
Very pretty. Beautiful. What year do we have? 1959. Beautiful.
What is this? A 56?
1956. Take a look at that paint job. Hello. This is a 1904 Cadillac Model B. This looks like somebody from the Jeep Club, perhaps. Beautiful. GT 500. I am told we have the official pace car of the 68th Indianapolis 500 from 1984. And our next group is the Martin County Republican Party. Just earlier, past the Martin County Board of Commissioners vehicle, Doug Smith, District 1 from Jensen Beach, Stacy Hetherington, District 2, Carol Jenkins, District 3, Sarah Hurd, District 4, Ed Campy, District 6, and that was County Administrator Don Donaldson riding on the back of the vehicle. This is a World War II Willys driven by Bob Schurz. Named after his wife, Gigi. Bob will be doing the invocation at this ceremony. More vehicles from the Road to Victory Military Museum. They're located right behind Memorial Park. After the parade is over, please make your way to where the memorial is in Memorial Park for a service dedicated to our veterans. And here we have a former New York Police Department vehicle, apparently stolen. Go figure. Look at this beautiful Sprint. What year is it? 1964. I like that color. And what do we have here? What year? 1930. Beautiful. And what year? 1957. What year? 1940. TR6, a Triumph. What year?
75.
1975. Beautiful butter-colored Riviera. What year? 1964. Thank you for your service. And now it looks like we have the Stuart Corvette Club. When you make your way down to the memorial for the service, the posting of the colors will be done by the VBA Chapter 1041 Color Guard. They've done it for many years and they do an exceptional job of doing so. Rob Schurz will be doing the invocation. We have a guest speaker, Lieutenant General Frank Labuti from the U.S. Marine Corps. The gun salute and taps will be done by VFW Post 10132. And I should mention that the Grand Marshal was Ron Polzine, a Navy veteran. You're the first ones to share candy with us. Thank you. The Stuart Corvette Club always comes out en masse every year with at least a dozen or more vehicles, all beautifully polished and shiny. Veterans Day is often confused with Memorial Day, but the two observances serve different purposes and have very different histories. Memorial Day has its roots in the post-Civil War effort to memorialize all of those who passed during war, and has become a modern holiday to remember those from all wars and conflicts who gave their lives to service in the country. That's why when we do our Memorial Day parade on the last Monday in May, it's slightly more somber because we are honoring those who passed. Whereas Veterans Day is celebrating those who passed and those who are serving today. Every year on Veterans Day, the national time to memorialize our veterans and celebrate them is November the 11th at 11 a.m. versus Memorial Day, that's at 3 p.m. And here we have representation from the 16th Armored Division Reenactment Group. They are based in Jupiter, Florida, but they volunteer and demonstrate at events across Florida, especially the Treasure Coast, with historical military artifacts, weapons and displays, reenactments, historical living events, historical weapons demonstrations, and an abundance of World War II vehicles. And here we have some World War II veterans and Vietnam veterans on the trailer.
Thank you, sir. Hoorah! Happy birthday!
Thank you for bringing history alive, 16th Armored Division Reenactment Group. They do this to honor all veterans, but to make sure that their service, their legacy of service, is not forgotten and that freedom is never taken for granted.
Good birthday, that's your day. Good. Buddy.
16th Armored Reenactment Division. And look at that anti-aircraft gun. I think it's called a Bofors. Actually taken from a naval ship and mounted on an armored vehicle. It takes 2 people, it takes 3 people to operate. And I'd like to welcome back the Shriners to the Veteran Days Parade. It's always having fun with the Shriners at the parade. They do so much for our community and our children that need a little something extra. The Inara Shriners, based out of West Palm Beach. Thank you for making us smile. And this concludes the Veterans Day Parade. I'd like to thank everybody who participated in the parade, took the time to bring their vehicles, bring their flags and their friends, and especially I'd like to thank everybody who came to the parade, sat on the side of the road, waved, and said thank you to a veteran. I'd like to thank you for making Martin County great.